Hi, Renee.
Hi, Javier. How
How
are you?
you doing? I'm doing great, thank you. Oh, I forgot to use the background.
Oh, no, no, it's okay. It's okay. What did you have?
No, I haven't set it up. That's what.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm mad about it. How
yeah,
was
yeah,
your event?
yeah. I'm sorry.
How was your event? You had an event today,
Oh,
right?
it was good. It's just delivering the stuff to senior people.
Okay, cool.
Yes, yeah, but I made it back, so it's good.
That's great. That's great. So I have an answer to you. Student Hub has a bug right now, and I'm not able to write back. But it's a good thing that you set up this meeting. How can I help you today?
Yes. So my only question is, did you see my the screenshot?
I did see it. Let's take a look at it one more time.
Yeah, it's just basically my progress.
All right.
And yeah, so wow, you have so many messages. So yeah, so this is just my screenshot. This is where I am. I
Okay.
think the only thing I'm still very confused is on line 81. I think around 81.
All right. That's the next screenshot. Let me open that one.
Yes. Yeah, thank you. So
This one, 81.
yeah, so I'm yeah, or yeah, 80. So I'm just confused about this joined
Okay.
table thing.
Extract columns from joint song and log datasets to create song plays table. Song play field, song play ID. All right, cool. Let's take a look at the solution. So this is
Before you show me the solution, I just want to make sure I understand this correctly. So for the joint tables, do they mean that we pick those so like a SQL join?
okay. Yeah, you have the right idea. Exactly.
Oh. But the thing is I figured out we have three tables to join instead of two because um yeah, because let me see. Yeah, I will let you talk. I think I will.
No, no, it's fine. It's fine. I like when students talk more. So
Yeah.
data lakes with Spark. So yeah, before we take a look at the solution, let's see how is that table supposed to look. So we're trying to come up with song plays table, right?
Mm-hmm.
So song play ID that will get generated for us. No problem there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see. Now, so I believe these are the ones that we should grab from our original data sets. So let's
Mm-hmm.
see start time. Let's find a start time. Let me go back to this one. So I look into song data set and I look for start time and I don't see it. So let me go to this log data set and I look for a start time and I might be able to get it from these TS. Not sure. I will need to take a look at the solution, but I might be able to get it from here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep going. Now the
Oh,
other one is user ID. Now user ID I think is going to be easier to grab because user ID is just provided right here
yeah.
in the log data set. The other one we're going to be looking at is level. Where do you think we're going to find level?
Level, I think it's in the user, it's in the log.
You're absolutely right. Yep, level. So we just continue to doing that, and now see the problem because we're going to, yeah, basically we're going to join from two tables, and previously we had like um, our transitional tables, so it was easy to join from them because we already had access to those.
Mm-hmm.
So right now we are grabbing directly from the source. So let's see how to do that, and I'll walk you through it. Right, 1 second. Let's just open this and set it up. All right, let's open the ETL. So where's about here? All right. So no, someplace table. Where is that? Okay, cool. Oh, so I get it. All right. So let's look at this. Here we already processed the song, some song tables, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We processed the songs table, so we already have access to that.
Mm-hmm.
and we already processed the artist table,
Mm-hmm.
correct?
Yep.
All right. Now here in the log table, we start with the users table, and then we do the time table, all right? What do you think we start with those tables first? Song and time and user and artist.
Because we want to join them together.
Because since you already have those tables, you can access those tables exactly, and from all of those four tables, you can take your data, all right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So as you can see, this super big join, it's taking from the data frames you already created. All right. It's
Mm-hmm.
not so. Let's step back a little bit. So for the users table, the first thing we did is we created a data frame, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this users table, it's basically a data frame of this data that we have. The same for the timetable. It's just a data frame. So here, from our data frame, we're joining from the song table.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? We're joining the song whenever the song, right? It's equal to the title of the song data frame, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, what's the difference between song data frame and the data frame itself? Let's take a look at it. So the data frame is basically everything, all the data that you got from the log data,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the song data frame, where do we have it? Song data frame is the one that it's already created to look a little bit like your table. But let me see if I can find it over here. Maybe oh, say the song data frame. It's right here. As you can see here, uh, we have a Spark, read file, os.path join, output data, songs. All right, so basically here, we are reading a file that we already have, okay? Now,
Mm-hmm.
let me step back a little bit. Hopefully it won't be too confusing, okay? So, you already finished the songs table.
Mm-hmm.
We agree?
Yeah.
All right. Now, since we already finished our songs table, uh, we already wrote that songs table in this address,
Mm-hmm.
all right? And
Mm-hmm.
we wrote that songs table in this address with songs as the last part of the as in that folder, right? In the
Yeah.
folder songs,
Uh-huh.
right? So what we're doing here, we're creating a song data frame. And the way we're creating that song data frame is reading the file that we wrote there.
Right.
And the file that we have there is the songs table.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So what we're doing here, it's saying, all right, to my data frame, which has all of my log data, I want you to join the song data frame. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And the song data frame, we specified here. And we said song data frame is going to be whatever file you read in this address.
Okay.
Okay, so that's why this song data frame is going to be the same as our song table.
Okay. Yes.
All right, that needs to be super clear. Now that you know how your song data frame looks, your song data frame is going to look like, one second, like this, not like that. um, your song data frame is going to look like this. You will have access to song ID, title, artist ID, year, and duration.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So what you want to get from this other, let me put this together. So you're saying the following. In my data frame, in my big data frame that has basically all the information that I have from the log data, I want to get please join from the song data frame, join whatever the title of the songs that matches this df.song.
Okay.
All right.
So this is a left join.
This is yes, it's a left join.
Okay.
It's a left join, exactly. So whatever matches you have of this, that's what you're going to join. Yes.
Okay.
So from this, from my joining to my data frame, from the song data frame, everything where the song matches the song title and where the artist matches the artist name, and where the length matches the duration, right? And yes, this is a left outer join, right?
Okay.
So basically what you have done so far is you have joined your logs table, which is found in this data frame, which with your song data frame, which you specified right here that you got from your songs table, right?
Okay.
So we have joined those two tables together. I mean, those two data frames together. The song play is not yet a table. So far, so good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Now that I have that data frame, all right, I want to select the following. I want to select timestamp. I want to select the column user ID, all right? And here they're using an alias just to change the name of the column, right?
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm getting the user ID, but I want it to be written as user ID. I'm selecting the level. From the song data frame, I'm selecting the song ID. From the song data frame, I'm selecting the artist ID, and so on and so forth, all right? So basically, I'm telling everything that I want to get, okay? Now, how do you know that level is going to be in the data frame and song ID is going to be in the song data frame?
Because you have that information.
All right, where do I have that information?
I think it's on the instruction. It says someplace table includes. Oh, I mean, they have, yeah, this schema, the star schema thing.
Yeah, I mean, or you can also look at this, right? So if you're looking, so the song data frame is going to hold this information,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one data frame is going to hold everything from the logs data set. So if I'm looking for the level, I'm going to be looking at the data frame, at the DF. If I'm
Okay.
looking for information about the songs, I'm going to be looking at the song data frame.
Okay.
Right? That needs to be really, really clear. So that's why I'm able to get, so here, timestamp, I get it from the data frame, which has all the log information. The user ID, I'm also getting it from there. Now the level, I'm also getting it from the logs data set. As you can see, it's right here, level.
Mm-hmm.
And the song ID, I'm getting it from the song table, and I have it
Okay.
right here, song ID.
So yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So why not do df.user capital ID dot alias? Why it has to be user capital ID dot alias?
Let's see, user ID, and what name does it have in the data set? It has this name, user ID. I think it's just because the way alias work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so but I might be wrong. We will need to test this out. You might be able to get because you're saying dot select timestamp, and then yeah, I think it's the same. It's just like a different way of accessing this.
But
I think you could say df dot user ID.
I'm asking this because how does the computer know that you're calling the user ID from DF table instead of other tables?
Oh, it knows because at this point,
Oh,
df,
the main table.
the
Okay.
main table is df, exactly.
Oh, I see.
If
Okay,
I were
that
to
makes sense.
change this to songs data frame, this would be applying song data frame.
Oh, I see. Okay, now it makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, and the reason they do this is because you cannot write. Uh, this is method style. You cannot call df.userid like that. In pandas, you need to use underscore to call those sort of methods. So that's why we're using, and since the name of the column it's user ID with capital I, it wouldn't know what this is. So that's why you have to use this. You're going to say, oh, we have a column that is called user ID with a capital I, right? And please extract from it, select it, but when you select it, change the name to user ID.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And okay, so why there's no start time? Because some place table has start time in it.
Yes, it's going to be the timestamp.
Oh, I mean, if you don't say this, I wouldn't know this from the instructions at all.
Yeah, that's a little bit tricky, I guess. But remember the timestamps get created every time you, I mean, it's common practice to generate timestamps whenever you save something to the database, right?
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay.
All right. And then just at the end, when you finish your join tables, you write the partition, the Parquet files. So by year and by month, and that's basically it. So this is the hardest part of the project for sure. So just going back to it, make sure that you already have your songs table, all right?
Yes.
And your songs table, you wrote it here in output data with name songs. Cool?
Okay.
Once you have that, you're going to read that song data frame. You're going to read that table into a data frame so that you have access to all the songs data. Cool?
Yes.
All right. Now for your songs play table, you already have a data frame that you read from all the log data files. All right. And you already filtered them by next song. And so you have your data frame ready. What you're going to do is you're going to join that data frame with your song data frame. All right. And you're going to join them where the song is the same as the song title, where the artist is the same as the artist name, and where the length is the same as duration.
Okay.
Okay. And then once you have that joined data frame, you're going to select all the columns that you need for your song place table.
I see. Okay.
Right?
Oh, okay.
And then just at the end, just drop duplicates just as a common practice in case there was like a duplicate song or something. Because this is a star schema, so you don't want any duplicates in your song place table.
Oh, I see. Okay.
All right. What else? What else? Is it clear what this call .alias is doing here?
Yes. So you're just changing renaming it. You're just renaming it. Okay.
All right. Why would we want to rename it?
Because you said that you said something about the Spark data frame does not recognize this kind of naming.
Yeah, the camel case, exactly.
How did you know this? I don't see that any of this.
Oh, but by doing these projects. now you know, for example, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, as you see here, for example, we're able to call artist ID here because it already has the underscore naming. But if this were going to be artist ID, it wouldn't know what that is. So that's why we need to change it to underscore.
Okay.
Okay. And this user ID with the camel case originally came from this file. As you can see, we have the user ID with a camel case.
Right.
So you need to change it.
Okay.
And
okay. Thank you.
So as you can see, we're changing all of the ones that have camel case. For example, user agent is right here, camel case as well.
Right.
And what are you going to include in the song place table? Only what you need from the schema.
Can you repeat?
Yes. So in the song place table, what I'm going to select, because this data frame joined with the song data frame is going to have a lot of information.
Oh, yes.
It's going to have basically everything you have here. that join with the songs table. So, but you'll have access to all of this, which you don't want in the song place table. In the song place table, you only want this columns.
Okay.
So that those are the ones you're going to select.
Okay. Okay, my last question for you is, this is really helpful. And my last question is, when you're doing the joining, how do you know, how can you immediately decide you have those 3 keys to join?
What do you mean?
So if you can, you go back to the
Sure.
yes. So how do you know that you will use song, artist, and length for being the keys, primary keys?
Okay.
Do you see what I mean? How can you use? How can you know?
Do you mean for the song place table, or do you mean for each table in the schema?
So what I mean is when you're df.join,
Uh-huh.
starting from there. So how do you know that you're using those 3 fields to be the
Okay,
yes?
that's a good point. I understand now. So yeah, we're joining data frame, which basically holds all the information from log dataset.
Mm-hmm.
We're joining that with our songs table. All right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So how do we know that we want to join them by those points? That's a really
Mm-hmm.
good question. So let's take a look at what this, so the ones we want to join, once again, is all of this
Mm-hmm.
with our songs table.
Mm-hmm.
So the most they have in common, the more they have in common, the more accurate your result is going to be in your join. So let's see, what do they share in common? Okay,
Oh.
songs have a song ID, all right, and they have a title, they have an artist ID, a year, and a duration. So
Okay.
what we're going to see is, what do we have here that is the same? And here we can see that we have a song, and it seems that is the song name, so we can use
Yes.
that. Then we have an artist, and that's the artist name, so we can
Yes.
use that. And if you take a look at this, what we're using is exactly that. We know that we have a song in the data frame, this one, which is a song name. So how do we make reference to this in the table we want to join? Let's see. And we make reference to it as song title, as title. So we know
Oh.
that they have that in common,
Oh,
right?
I see. Okay.
So I say, okay, where the column dot song, the value here is the same as the column title in the other one, join them.
Hmm.
Right? And actually, this
Okay.
would work, I guess, just with the song. I mean, if you were only to join them by this, I believe it's going to work. But obviously, if you add more things, the more accurate the result.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Because you may have like a song with the same name, but from different artists. So
Right.
those should be 2 different rows, but maybe the song name is the same. So that's why
Oh,
it doesn't hurt to join them by something else.
I see. Okay. Just unique identifier.
Exactly.
Okay. Oh, now it makes sense. Okay.
No problem. What else? What else? Were you? From what I've seen, you've been successfully creating the other tables. I mean, this looks really good.
I mean, I haven't tested it. So, but yeah, but I was able to follow the logic until the join. But now I think I will, try it and maybe find more resources to learn from it. That's
Right,
just
and feel free to ask more. You know what? As you can see here, the student hub says no internet connection, attempting to reconnect. Even
Mhm.
though, and if I try to chat here, and
Oh, no worries.
as
This meeting helps a lot.
says it doesn't let me post. So I might be. Hopefully they will fix that today.
Yeah.
But hopefully you already understood the logic behind the song
Yeah,
place.
I do. I do. Yes.
Awesome. That's great to hear. Great news. Anything else I can help you with today, Renee?
Nothing else. Thank you so much.
All right, and thank you for replying with confirming that we met last week. I forgot
Oh yeah, no
to tell the
worries.
name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Renee, have a great weekend
You
and
too. Have a great
good
weekend.
luck with
Thank
the
you so
project.
much.
No
Hopefully see you
problem.
next weekend. Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Have a
Bye.
good one. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye.